All right, so in the first two parts of this series, we really explored the Gemini that everyone sees. Now, in our final part, we're going to go deeper. We're going to go underneath all that charm, that speed, and that laughter to uncover the traits that nobody ever really seems to talk about out loud.
So let's just dive right in with a question that gets to the heart of it, shall we? What actually lives underneath all of that brilliant magnetic laughter? You know the answer? It might just surprise you.
Our first stop on this deeper journey is what I'm calling the quest for wonder. And you'll see, this isn't really about two separate things, but more like a single unified philosophy that defines how a Gemini is truly meant to see the world.
Okay, get this. The deepest Gemini archetype. It's not the communicator. It's not the trickster, as you might think. It's the teacher. Yeah, with a capital T. But hold on, this isn't the kind of teacher who has all the answers neatly written on a blackboard. No, this is the teacher who wakes people up by bringing the right questions.
I just love this idea. A Gemini's true purpose is tied to inquiry, not to being an expert. It doesn't matter if you're a literal teacher in a classroom or not. This impulse just shows up everywhere. You're at your happiest when you're shaking people up, lifting them out of their boring routines with words that feel like, I don't know, like clouds of light.
And this is where it gets kind of weird, but in the best way. This brings us to the second part of the quest. The source material talks about it like this strange, cosmic mission with a very bizarre instruction. Go down there and be completely confused. So, why on earth would confusion be the goal?
Well, it's because of this brilliant paradox. Think about it. Certainty actually kills wonder. The second you can fully explain a sunset, or a piece of music, or even a person, poof, the magic just drains away. So the spiritual path for Gemini is the total opposite of what you'd expect. It's not about finding answers. It's about staying in that state of not knowing, because that's where the real clarity and awe actually live.
So what looks like confusion to everybody else is actually your superpower. It's the ability to see the world fresh every single day, with wide eyes and an open heart, something, most of us lose by the time we're 12 years old.
All right, let's move into our next section, which really gets to the very core of that Gemini duality. We're calling it the search for the twin.
This is the one that's hidden way behind all the charm and the social butterfly stuff. Because behind all that surface warmth, the true Gemini nature can actually be cool, a little aloof, and surprisingly lonely.
I mean, think about it like this. A Gemini can probably know more people than anyone else you know. Their social network is this huge universe, right? Filled with like 1,000+ acquaintances.
And yet, when it comes to those real deep, you can call me at 3 a.m. friendships, the number is tiny, maybe 2 or 3. The truth is, they are often so much lonelier than anyone ever suspects.
So where does that come from? Well, it's pretty profound, actually. The psychological root of that loneliness is a search for something deep inside themselves. Because Gemini can sometimes lack that deep self-knowledge, they feel a little bit estranged from their own core. And when you can't find yourself on the inside, what do? You compensate. You dive headfirst into the lives of others on the outside.
But here's that classic Gemini magic, right? It takes almost nothing to cheer them up. That amazing, engaging smile comes back faster than with any other sign. The smile always comes back. But that underlying search for the other twin, for the one who truly, completely gets it, that never fully goes away. And you know what? Maybe it's not supposed to.
Okay, this is it. Our final section. This is about the ultimate transformation. It's the entire arc of a Gemini life, really, distilled down to its pure essence. It's from clown to ringmaster.
And here are the two selves, side by side. On one side, you've got the clown, using laughter as a shield, surviving by putting on a performance. But all the while, underneath that scattered, funny exterior, the ringmaster is quietly building. And for the ringmaster, silence becomes a strength, and thriving comes from earning respect, not just getting attention.
So why does the clown exist in the first place? Well, it's almost always a protective shield. It's a response that you developed in childhood, maybe because you felt like your feelings didn't matter or you were shoved aside. You learned early on that performing was the best way, maybe the only way, to survive.
But then, one day, maybe after a really hard time, a career breakthrough, or just a quiet moment alone, there's this click, this jolt of realization.
You are important, and nobody gets to talk down to you anymore. And that's the turning point. And what's so crucial to understand is that this transformation is earned in silence. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens gradually while the clown is still on stage, learning, adapting, enduring, all while everyone else just sees the funny one. They have no idea what's being built inside.
So, let's bring it all together. All 12 of these traits, the bright and the deep, they all point to one incredible truth. For Gemini, the journey really is the home.
Across this whole series, we have seen the full amazing spectrum, from the name giver to the lightning brain, and today, the teacher who brings questions, the magnetic loner, and that incredible, powerful arc from clown to ringmaster. It paints a picture that's so much more complex and powerful than people realize.
And if you take away only one thing from this, let it be this. The clown was never the real you. The clown was the shield. It was what you needed to protect the precious, brilliant thing you were building.
Because the ringmaster was always there right underneath, waiting, learning, building. 12 traits, 2 twins, 1 incredible journey. It's all yours. It's not better, it's not worse. It's just different. And you know what? Different is exactly what this world needs.